Okay, so before this reading, I heard the song "Let God Arise and the Enemy Be Scattered." Let God arise. And then I see this message that says, "The Lord had allowed those nations to remain. He did not drive them out at once by giving them into the hands of Joshua." And in this verse, there's a message to there's a message that God isn't gonna drive these people out all at once. He's gonna use them in some way. And I'm seeing that they're gonna be used as critics in some way. Like, you're gonna learn something from these critics. Like, maybe like how to be untouchable. Because for one, I feel like they can. But if you take in consideration what their unhappiness is, you can at least use it as a benchmark on what you don't want to be, or kind of like go in the opposite direction of whatever they are. Like, God is using them in some way. Yes, it's been established that these people are workers of evil, and that at some point God is going to remove them, just like within a chariot. Like, he's gonna move them when is their time. But while they're here, they're gonna be used. Yeah, these callous individuals that like to fight and bicker, and they may be abusive. Some of them may have records like assault and battery, or harassment, or something, like some charges like that you might be dealing with. The critics in your life are going to be used ultimately to make you better in some way. And this is like something that you can approach with a gladness in your heart, because this passion that you have, whatever it is that you're doing and you're happy about, you are the only one who really genuinely cares the way you care about it. And so you might not be able to get the type of support that you're looking for. Maybe most people are going to hate on you, and that's just the reality. Even maybe somebody who you think might be your supporter might end up being jealous of you, or competitive, or yeah, yeah. I'm seeing you as the star. Whether or not you receive this the support that you deserve, you're still going to excel, because you know how to use this energy, how to transmute this energy. These critics are just inspiring you. And it's almost like there's nowhere you exist where you don't excel. When people try to push you into the shadows, like somebody pushing you into the shadows and trying to push you up against a wall, make you feel like you don't have any choice in the situation, you still come out on top, because you just know how to use your tongue. You maybe have the gift of gab. And so these people who are critics and they seem like they always have something to say, you actually have more to say at the end of the day. And I feel like that's what you're going to end up using them for. Like, maybe like as if you're on a debate team or something. And if it's not just the tongue and the use of your speech, then it's definitely the way you move your body. Somebody could be into calisthenics. It's something about your character. But overall, I think it has something to do with your emotions, with this Queen of Cups and Ace of Cups, and then the star here. It feels like you just remain on top, and almost like you define what the top is, because with this energy, they're just kind of getting caught up in your vibe. They don't know where you're going or how you're getting there. They just know that they want to go with the flow, even if the only way to is by being haters. That's what they'll do. Okay, but you're headed to a positive place, and maybe you're going to bring these people along with you. It all depends on what you use them for. If they really are helping you to grow stronger, then you're going to fight them. Okay? Not physically, spiritually, mentally is what I'm getting at. I feel like you're going to go to war with them just for practice and with it. Because now you know there's really nothing at stake here. They can talk and talk and talk all day long, and nothing's going to come of it unless you make some type of use of it. And this could be the dark side of the world that you're dealing with, the shadow realm. I'm getting like a lower level vibe. Like, it's up to you to use your resources. And you don't really need to ask anybody for help at this point, because you are so talented in making something out of nothing. You are so talented at doing this, making something out of nothing, that people who actually have the money to support you and invest in you, they're looking at what you're doing as art. It's just pure art. And it's new, and also because you don't really have that option to copy. Almost like the people who you would be competing with are just on a different level. Like, it's just like, even if I wanted to compete, I couldn't compete, because they're just so far above me that you have to kind of just exercise from where you are. Like somebody lifting water jugs to build muscle, but at the end of the day, you're going to sign into the same competition as the next person, and you're going to walk away with that trophy. And also, you're going to have this character. Like, you built this character that's just so infectious. People want to get to know you because you can exist anywhere. It's not just about lights, cameras, actions with you. Lights, camera, action. You don't have to wait for the camera. You don't have to wait to press record to start being you, who you are. You're 24/7 who you are. It's very pleasing. It's very pleasing to the people watching you. Something about send and hit. Like, you could be a hit with this group, these critics possibly. Or maybe you're going to win over these critics, because you definitely shut them up, and now they're watching like, what's going to happen next. This could be something you manifested. Maybe you specifically said that you're done with the haters. Like, I'm ready to turn these haters into and supporters. But it's really up to you if you want the support. Because I feel like because they're in your energy, they'll do whatever you say. And eventually, I feel like you're going to just remove them altogether, because I'm sensing like this deep need for you to just focus on what you're doing. And at the end of the day, it's really not about the applause. It's not about the hate or from the outside. It's about what's happening within. From within, do you love yourself? Do you love what you do? I feel like that's what's more important. That's the priority here. But maybe you're just being shown that you have the ability to change the channel to the vibes and everything. You can control your room. You can control your universe. But ultimately, you might just turn the TV off altogether and just get back to work. That's what I'm getting. I mean, they can still watch you, but you're not, like, you're putting that screen up almost like somebody that's in a play. Somebody who's on stage in a play or something. Or this could just be, the way you live your life. Like, there's a screen. There's a separation between you and whoever it is that wants to get close to you. Now, I see with the chariot and you driving these people out, something about Egypt and you building an empire. So I'm wondering what side this is on. Like, is it because the Israelites were almost like, you can say, driven out, even though they had to fight for that ability to leave. But also the way the Egyptians were chasing them through the Red Sea. Something's interesting about that. The fact that the Egyptians are being brought up. But I feel like ultimately this is about you escaping captivity and going out on your own. And then maybe your critics are following you, just trying to get a little bit more of that juice. And then they end up drowning in it or something like that. Because they're definitely not going to the promised land. And maybe at the end of the day, you didn't even have to get rid of them, because they're going to follow you wherever you go. And some places they're just not meant to be. And so that's where they'll end up meeting their fate. Any more from this? So what is this crucifixion here? Like somebody's going to be seeing like the thieves being crucified. Like somebody following Christ to the cross, and he gave them more than enough opportunities to accept his salvation and let him die in their place, but they just wanted to be him. They wanted to be with him. They wanted to be like him. And they're going to end up dying on the cross right along with him. Maybe that's their death wish. Their dying wish is to die beside Christ. I feel like somebody is just so depressed, like it's almost like you got to just kind of let them live in their own feelings, because whoever this is, like, there's nothing you can say to them. They are extremely handsome, extremely this could be the artist. I could be talking to an artist here, or somebody who's dealing with an artist that hasn't really learned to see themselves the way other people see them at this point. Like maybe like they're just trying to search for that extra creative, inspirational spark or something like that. I feel like they have to make themselves sensitive to new ideas, but at the same time, this sensitivity is kind of driving them crazy, driving them nuts. But I feel like this person has a whole family and a whole separate life, like almost like a separate personality, whereas though people just love and adore this person. But this person is going through a lot of turmoil in their mind. Maybe because it's something they feel like they owe, or they're owed. This person could be a workaholic. Because a lot of people expect them to be as good as they are continuously, but they don't. The people who have these expectations, they don't realize how much it takes to maintain that level of talent. Somebody needs to really take a chill pill, go on vacation somewhere with sand. Where did I see that? Sand. Oh, here. And they went out, they and all their hosts with them, much people, even as the sand that is upon the seashore, in multitude, with horses and chariots, very many. Yeah, and then we get the Egyptians. So somebody needs to go on a vacation. It might even be some sandy areas around your home, or even just looking at some videos with beach fronts, or just put yourself in this mindset, like in a mental state of being near the shore. Because some I feel like your enemies are going to get washed away here. Like all of your stress and worries are going to disappear in the sand, just like the Egyptians in the Red Sea. And really just kind of like feel the vibe of you putting your feet in the warm sand and getting wet in the ocean and the sun on your skin. Maybe this is your hometown, but like where you're from, like maybe you're from the Caribbeans or the islands, or like a beachy type of place. Somebody says, why do I feel this way? It's like someone is technically perfect, but they don't have any happiness. Like they don't feel good about being perfect. They just like, they're technically exactly where they want to be in life, but it's just still something more that they need. And also, like, you've created this insatiable thirst for success. And the word insatiable means that you cannot be satisfied. And also, people feeding off of your energy constantly want more because you constantly want more. They're copycats. So if you were ever to say, okay, I'm happy, this is enough, maybe you worry that people might feel like it's enough as well. And they might, maybe your sales will go down or something. You are my other half. Somebody is saying valuable success. Yeah. So this could be your partner, or maybe it's a partner that you have who stabilizes you and brings you back to your center, someone who grounds you. Because I feel like there's a lot of work and a lot of maintenance to this personality, whoever it is. Someone's name could start with an R. I feel like it's a lot of value here. Are you serious? Yeah, like there's a need to relax. There's a need to stay strong. There's a secret admirer here. I just want to get through the day. Okay. And something about your emotions. Because I'm picking up some Capricorn energy here. Almost kind of like a workaholic. And like they don't really need any more advice. It's just a matter of relaxing at this point. And I feel like it's not even something that's difficult for you to do. It's just a matter of making a time and doing it. Okay. So let's just pull a few more cards. Three of baskets. Maybe there's somebody who just needs to be in a situation where things aren't all perfect. I'm seeing somebody playing paintball. Like this might be something that somebody's done in the past or somebody's about to schedule this, but like taking a family to play paintball in all white and then doing a photo shoot or something to relieve stress, or just a reminder like everything doesn't have to be perfect. But yeah, I see that happening for somebody. Somebody's definitely taking a break or a breather from their work. Maybe using this as an example for life. Or kind of setting a tone in a work environment. Like this could be a work thing that people in the office sign up for. Somebody had beans. Kidney beans, or maybe something going on with the kidneys. Maybe taking a break from drinking. Or cutting back to no more than 2 glasses a night. Or shots, whatever the case may be. Cutting out the drama. Yeah, just making a task out of it, taking it one day at a time, one step at a time, taking out the trash one night at a time, or whatever the schedule is, and eventually your house is going to be clean. So I feel like you probably had a lot of stress. You probably had to watch your back for a while. And it's not going to all get fixed at once, but little by little, you're going to reach whatever position you're meant to be in. And something about keeping your thoughts positive, because I feel like you can control your thoughts more than your emotions. And what I'm picking up with these emotions is that maybe somebody has difficulty controlling and manipulating their emotions, so they just cut them off altogether, like somebody who's just completely numb. And so what I'm getting from this ultimately is to give yourself little bits of joy here, or allow yourself to be afraid, or whatever other feelings you have, just allow them out. Like you don't have to hide from your feelings. And then once you get to understand yourself as a person and say, okay, I made it through that, I'm okay. As long as you keep your thoughts positive, your feelings are going to match that vibe.